Hello and welcome back to the place to be reviews. I am Tepukuyan right here with all of yous, and this cold is going away. I'm a little bit hoarse, but we're going to talk a little bit about Rise of Skywalker right now. I'm not going to talk too much about it because this is just going to be a point and shoot video, real quick, to kind of get you guys introduced to what we're going to do later on, which is we're going to do a live stream. I will be, as far as I know right now, I'm going on Solo, not to see Solo. I already watched that. That was boring, but it was nothing compared to the horror I witnessed last night when I watched Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. I had some people giving me some dirty looks because I was laughing. I really tried to be more, mature. But there was just multiple times where I was like, just, are you fucking kidding me? Kind of moments where, like, I was there with my mom and my sister, and I if it wasn't for my mom, I didn't want to go. I did not want to go watch this, but I felt as I owed it to you guys, because I've been talking about it, making videos about it, to go sit through it now. Oh, you gave the mouse your money. Well, I want to properly review things. I have to pay for films to review them. It was a single theater. It's not somewhere where I could have went and paid for fucking, Jumanji and then went and watched Rise of Skywalker, which if I paid for Jumanji, I would have fucking rather watched Jumanji. Because I've heard good things about that. The only people I've heard good things from this are, and I don't want to generalize because I want to just talk about the few interactions I've had with other fans. And that is basically the people that are defending this already are just defending it to defend it, because it's Star Wars. They feel as it's infallible to criticism and critique, and anything aside from their opinion is you're wrong and you're an idiot. And I'm not saying I haven't called anybody that's liked this movie just come right out and said you're a fucking idiot. I've just said, well, this is why. Actually, let me read you. I'll read you some quick screenshots here because there will be more from the day during the day, and I'm not putting them in the video because I'm not editing this video. This is straight just point and shoot, kind of like the old days. I'll add a thumbnail to it, of course, but let's see here. Let me go back to the beginning of this post. Let's see. Where the hell's that at? So somebody was messing with me because I said I wanted to leave 15 minutes after the movie started because it just got that bad. And this guy says, but you stayed just so you could complain. And I said, no, because I review movies so I could deal with well thought out comments like yours. And then I said, and besides that, I'm not the one who seeks out people who have different opinions and makes sarcastic comments because they're not acting like my echo chamber. If you enjoyed it, cool. I didn't. I paid my money. Therefore, as a paying customer, I can say whatever the hell I want. Now, that doesn't mean that people like you who feel the need to defend a logo owned by a multi-billion-dollar faceless corporation simply out of misguided brand loyalty and sense of nostalgia aren't going to every time someone steps outside of the role of sycophant, but it's part of being a movie and pop culture critic that I'm used to. Okay? So did I throw a couple jabs in there? Absolutely. But was I obtuse, really? No, I wasn't. I just basically stated my point. And here's another one. This is in a group called Darth Vader Appreciation, which normally is pretty cool. But the discourse around Episode 9 has been absolutely just like this. This guy says to me, wait, let me find the beginning here. It's a movie, correct? Made for entertainment? ? It's fiction capitalized. Why so serious? I said, why should I blindly consume product based on a sycophantic loyalty to a logo, then hurry and attack anyone who doesn't lockstep and obey, consume, repeat? No, thank you. Especially since Disney has proven that the right people, Favreau, Filoni, Chow, as in Deborah Chow, can actually make good quality Star Wars like The Mandalorian. So I'm simply supposed to agree with everyone else and rain praise upon a movie that was clearly cobbled together in post-production, stuffed with cheap nostalgia and member berries, and cut the legs off Luke and Anakin's respective journeys? No, thank you. And he said, I just think you're missing the point. If you want stimulation, stick a fork in a light socket. Star Wars is meant to be fun. If you want to overanalyze something, raise your standards above a space opera, you'll be happier. So I said, hang on. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. Like I said, no editing in this one, so I had to pause it. And I'm not editing that out. Let's see. I says, unless you're clairvoyant, which I seriously doubt, assuming my personal level of happiness based on my critique of a movie, that's a pretty bold claim. The OT and PT are completely undermined by the direction of the Disney trilogy, and I really don't need entertainment advice on what I choose to view or review, because that's what I do. Now, I find it humorous that you're downplaying the significance of the franchise based on the fact that the entire conversation is taking place in a group called Darth Vader Appreciation, who's one of the main characters in the aforementioned space opera. And I said, also, and just because it's a space opera, it gets a pass to be subpar and immune to criticism? This is the kind of asininity that I'm dealing with here. I mean, like I said, these people aren't, you're not trying to debate me on it. And I just got a comment on my personal post by somebody said, I loved it all, and they posted a gif of Baby Yoda. All right. Awesome. You're allowed to. I'm not going to... That's the difference. I'm not going to attack you for that. I will ask what you loved about it, which I'll do when I'm off camera. I'll say, what is it? You know, I mean, if you loved it all, I mean, even the movies that I really love, like, say, Avengers Infinity War, which I think is a damn near almost perfectly made movie, there's still little flaws in it, things here and there. So I can't... Like, I wouldn't, it's like, saying something's a 10 out of 10 and there's nothing wrong with it. Not one thing, not anything, not one thing, as you stand in front of the thing that's wrong and try to shield it, So, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a blind, sycophantic follower of anything, So, I guess we're gonna talk more about this later tonight. We'll actually get into the movie. Like I said, I didn't like it. I won't give you my score until the end of time when it comes time after we're done going through. And all I gotta say is all the Jedi Paxis leaks were basically true. And this was just cobbled together. This was post-production cobbled together and reshoots, and yeah. So we'll talk about all that more tonight, 8:30 p.m. right here. The Place to Be reviews. Oh, I can't wait to have my voice back to normal. But yeah, I will see you guys at 8:30 here, hopefully. I will post the link up in all the groups and on the Facebook page, which you should be following, The Place to Be Reviews. We have a group, the official Place to Be Reviews fan page. That's right. We have Twitter, The Place to Be Reviews on Twitter. And Instagram, The Place to Be Reviews. Follow us. We're everywhere you want to be, like Visa and MasterCard. Even if you feel like it, you can email us, theplacetobereviews@mail.com. The world's best mail. I'm Tepukuin, and I'm gone till later on. Remember, if I don't see you, which I know I will, have a great day and a pleasant tomorrow.